We got it right. I hope we got it right. Here we are again. And yes, it's slow streaming once again on Facebook. But everybody knows who I am. Well, pretty much. I'm Russell Mays. My podcast is Radio Russell at podbeam.com. Why am I going live today on Facebook? It is because it's going to be generally focused on Nevada. Our governor, Governor Sisolak, and our legislators are currently, either right now or this week or getting together, they just put out that they're pushing heavily and hard and furious to do November 3rd's election as all mail-in voting. This cannot happen. This must not happen. They also want to put in a stipulation that they have full function of harvesting the ballots also. If this is what the media is sending to us or putting out there in the real world, just think of what they're doing behind closed doors. An all mail-in balloting for the state of Nevada will guarantee an all social democrat state. Simple as that. It is the city of Las Vegas that carries this state as a Democrat state. Almost 98% of this state and counties vote Republican. But since the majority of the people are in Las Vegas and are run and operated by the culinary unions and SEUI unions, they are the ones controlling the outcome. If they have an all mail-in balloting, we will not have a voice in this state. Reason why I say this is they did that on the primaries. An all mail-in balloting. I got my ballot, I sent it in, and it's already been verified that the people that just dropped their ballots off did not get counted because it was not postmarked. The ballots have to be postmarked. I did this on a couple of my other posts or on my other broadcasts that they will not count them if they're not postmarked or if they don't arrive in time. So the question is, if they don't arrive in time, what does that mean? They don't get delivered in time? What if somebody happens to be a truckload of it and says, well, I'm not going to deliver them until tomorrow? I called the election board to verify that my ballot was actually registered. They could not tell me if it was, or if it was not, or if it was received. And I had mine postmarked. So this is very, very scary, people. I can't stress it enough. Many people are afraid and scared and totally petrified of the coronavirus. But yet, these same people will go to Walmart and Costco's and these large department stores, grocery stores, to get their everyday essentials. They wear their masks. They stand 6 feet apart in lines for over hours, shopping and doing their everything. We can do that exact same thing in a balloting line. You can do that, Governor Sisolak, the Election Board of Nevada. You can have people stand your little spots on the ground, 6 feet apart, separate the stations just like you do with the school kids, got to be 6 feet apart. Not allowing us to personally cast our ballot in person will cause more problems than you can shake a stick at. Because not only if we are not allowed to do that and the Republicans win, you will cause and accuse voter fraud. And the same thing will happen if the Democrats win. They will be accused of voter fraud. Even though they're good at it now, they're trying to do it. Think of the Chads down in Florida when that all stuff happened. People, I know you're scared, and I know you're fearful. They've got you sequestered in your homes, and you don't want to get out and do anything. You don't have to. Get on your computer, write the governor an email. There's a form. Also the election thing. Got a pen and paper? I hope you can see the information. This is the information. You go online. It's a form straight to the governor. You tell them, do not do the mail-in balloting. It's disastrous. You'll also notice that I give you the elections department. John P. Gloria, Registrar of Voters, Clark County, Nevada. Phone numbers. Call these people. Write these people. Send them emails. Voice your opinion. Do not do the mail-in vote. If they force us to do that, that's against the Constitution. They tried it. They're trying, well, we got to be safe. We got to be safe. Bull. When they had the funeral with Obama for Lewis, remember when they said you can't have a funeral, but they had one for him? I'm telling you, do not allow them to put forth this all mail-in balloting. Absentee balloting was there for the military and people who are not able to get out to do the balloting. It's not because of the coronavirus. It's not because of anything. You need, it is a must. If you love this state of Nevada and you love your country, you have to, without a doubt, make your voice clear. Do not do mail-in balloting. People are receiving 10 to 15 ballots in their mailboxes. This is uncontrollable. There's too many variables. The best statement that I ever saw was, if you won the lottery and you have in hand the lottery ticket, would you mail that ticket to the lottery board? Or would you take it down there personally? Think about that. That makes a lot of sense. You have to take your voting as you've won the lottery, because that's how important your lottery, it is a lottery, isn't it? How important the voting and your vote is if you get this and you call your governor, our governor, Governor Sisolak, it's a form online. Granted, I have gotten, 2 auto-generated response letters. One from Susie Lee, my district congresswoman. What a socialist woman she is. And I had one from the District 4. I can't remember her name, but I just added her to the list. They're saying, oh, we're here for the help of all the people that come down through. Totally form letter. They do not care about the people in this state. They care about what the Democrat leadership tells them to do. Don't worry about the virus. If you're scared, that's scared of the virus, to go and vote in person, then request the mail-in ballot. But if you go out of your house to go grocery shopping, or to get your hair done, or your nails, or to go gambling, or whatever you do, then get out of the house and go vote in person. Make sure they are well aware of this in person. Our country is on the brink of being socialism. And you know as well as I do, there is no such thing as socialism. It is pure communism all the way. And this is another step towards that. Do not allow mail-in balloting. Do not allow this. Let your politicians know. Find out what district you're in. Write to them. Let them know. Voice your opinion. I can't stress this enough, people. We're almost 3 months away. We are 3 months away from the election of almost 2/3 of the House and the Senate and the presidential election. This election will change everything for the future of our country. It is no longer Democrat, Republican. It is no longer that anymore. The vote that you will be casting November 3rd is capitalism or communism. Constitutional freedom or enslavement? Isn't that why you're tearing down all these statues? So you don't remember enslavement? Well, if you vote the socialists in, you will be enslaved. So, Are you going to vote for your masters? I'm not going to go there. The Democrat Party is pushing socialism very, very hard. They are becoming very violent. And they are making you afraid because of that violence. And you can tell that our socialist Democrat governors and mayors want it that way because they want you to vote them back in power. Nancy Pelosi even said it on her last interview that she was even thinking about, I'm number 3 from the presidency. Think about that. Nancy Pelosi has got it in her head that she might want to be president. Think about Biden taking her on as a VP. All this stuff is possible, people. They have twisted and manipulated the media so nobody knows what's true anymore. Even social media is twisting the fact for social control. And people are complaining about Facebook, Amazon, Google, Twitter, all the rest of them about controlling the narrative on their sites. And yes, they are. Then they ask the question, well, why would they want socialism if they're capitalists? They made their money off of capitalism. Now, to keep that money, they have to make it socialism and communism, because then they are in charge and will tell you how to live your life. Many people do not believe this. Many people call it conspiracy theories. But you look at the facts. Just look at what's going on. Nowhere has there been such a push to control the family. Mom and dad can't go to work. Their kids can't go to school. They give you just barely enough to live. Why do you want to live like that? Why? If you want to be a bum and live on the streets, that's your choice. But if you allow our politicians to make you a bum, then that's their choice, and you allow it. And it's all coming down to this mail-in ballot. This is what will happen. If they allow the mail-in ballot and people agree to it, then they know they've won the election. If enough people force them to have regular balloting, where people will go out to vote and have their votes counted, then they know they've lost the election. Think about it. If they can control you and how you vote, then they know they've won. But if they can't control you in how you vote, and the only way that is by you going to cast your vote. I've written my letters. I've called and talked to these people. I've posted on all of the media platforms, on my podcast, everywhere. This is serious, people. This is not something you push underneath the carpeting. This is not something that you go, well, I'll just get around to it when I get around to it. No. If you do not call your politicians, write them a letter, tell them, do not do the mail-in balloting, then you are theirs. You are their enslavement. You are their bee, if you will. And they will abuse you. Just as history has shown. No mail-in ballots. None. Stop. Call them. Call them. Voter elections. Governor Sisolak. Get online. 702-455-VOTE. 702-455-8683. Voice your opinion. No mail-in ballots. I can't stress it enough, people. I can't stress it. I don't know what the other states are going to be doing, but I know here in Nevada, Sisolak wants the mail-in ballots. The Board of Electors, the election board, wants mail-in ballots. Deny them. Remember, Governor Sisolak, the Voters Election Department, vote 702-455-VOTE. Call your governor. I will post it. It's important, people. Call the governor. Write the governor. Write the election board people. I can't stress it enough. Thank you for listening. I'm Russell Mays. I'm sure you'll be hearing more from me. You take care now. Bye-bye.